Good morning, church. Today we hit the passage with the shortest verse in the whole Bible. Jesus wept. And this whole scene with Lazarus is nearing its culmination, and we hit this really interesting point. So he had a very theological discourse with Martha, and Mary comes and it turns completely emotional. And this is really remarkable. We know that Jesus was human, but when we read about his emotions here, we just see the humanity. Verse 33, it says he's deeply moved. Some translations say he's angry or he's agitated. He's not angry with the people, but I believe in this context, Jesus is actually angry at death. He's deeply moved in his spirit at the sorrow that death brings, and he's confronted with the death of his friend. He loved Lazarus. They were friends in this life, and he loved Mary and Martha, and they're grieving. And Scripture even says, weep with those who weep and mourn with those who are mourning. Just in the same way, we rejoice with those who rejoice. And so he weeps, and he's sorrowful, and he feels it. This should give us some kind of comfort, even though Jesus knows what he's going to do, even though Jesus in our life knows that there's ultimately going to be a perfect healing, a perfect restoration and resurrection. But for a time we can have grief and we can have trouble and sorrow, and he understands that, and he grieves with us. And so, church, understand that the Lord our God sees your tears. He catches them in a bottle, and he seeks to be a God of comfort and a God of peace. And this Jesus who was fully man, then that's on display here today, is angry at injustice. He's angry at death and at the grief that comes. And someday he will come and he'll completely fix it. And until that time, we know that we can just run to him and trust him to catch the profound sadness that we can all experience. And we can trust him to rejoice with us when the times of rejoicing come. So let's not be surprised when we see Jesus deeply moved or upset, but let's thank the Lord our God that this God who became flesh really was human and really did sympathize with us in all of our weakness. I love you, church. I look forward to talking to you soon again.